Noon versus Juicebox. Two recruiters open the same job on the same Monday morning. Same title, same salary band, the same hiring manager checking in hourly. One of them is running Juicebox. The other is running Noon. A month on, Recruiter 1 has 400 profiles sitting in a spreadsheet. Recruiter 2 has interviews on the calendar because the software handled the middle of the job. That is not an effort gap. It is a question of how much each tool does when nobody is driving it. So here is a straight Noon versus Juicebox comparison, built on 9 questions to ask before you buy AI sourcing software. Disclosure first. I am not employed by Juicebox, I am not employed by Noon, and nobody paid for this review. I went through Juicebox pricing and Noon pricing. Both sets of docs, and every independent review of this AI recruiter software I could find. Prices came off the vendor's own pages in August 2026, and pricing does move, so check before you sign. So, what are these two candidate sourcing tools really doing? Juicebox, which used to be PeopleGPT, is a search engine for people. Describe who you want in plain English, and you get a ranked list. No Boolean, and it really is fast. But a list and a pipeline are different things. Reading the profiles, verifying contacts, writing outreach and booking calls is still your week. Noon is a different category, autonomous sourcing. An AI recruiter that reads the role, scores candidates against your criteria, reaches out on every channel, and learns from your feedback. A search tool on one side, an AI agent on the other. Same 9 questions for both of them. Question 1. Where do the candidates actually come from? Juicebox searches a single aggregated index. More than 800 million profiles pulled from over 30 public sources whenever you ask it to look. That index is also the ceiling. If somebody is not in it, they are not found, and reviewers flag stale records too. Noon searches the open web and then evaluates what comes back. 14 data providers, 68 job boards, GitHub, portfolios, publications, and license registries. And it never clocks off. Somebody who becomes available late on a Thursday night gets evaluated that night, not the following Monday. Question 2. Who actually screens these people? Relevant only means the profile matched your words. Qualified means the person would clear your bar. That gap is where recruiters lose their evenings. With a search tool, you are the filter. 400 profiles come back, you read 400 profiles, and reviewers put contact accuracy near 60%. With Noon, the evaluation happens before anybody reaches you. Career trajectory, company caliber, role criteria, and the non-negotiables that hold even when the pool thins out. Then thumbs up and thumbs down retune the bar, so each batch improves. A search box remembers nothing about last week's rejections. Question 3. Who writes the outreach and who sends it? Credit where it is owed. Juicebox automates email sequences and drafts the templates, and reviewers rate the writing. It is email first, though. Their own docs queue LinkedIn requests, messages, and calls as tasks for a human. And every reveal spends credits, $500 a month on starter, $1,500 on growth. Noon works email, LinkedIn connections, LinkedIn messages, and InMail, in your voice, per candidate, without waiting to be asked. It does not send SMS. It finds the phone number so you can call. So a reply at 9 at night is already dealt with. And outreach and enrichment are uncapped. There is no credit meter running. On reply rates, stay skeptical of everybody. One reviewer's cold email test came back under 4%. Noon publishes high 20s to mid 30s. And that is a vendor figure. Question 4. Who gets the interview booked? Tuesday at 2? Just moved. Wednesday? Taken? 6 emails to land one 30-minute call, and no search box is going to help you there. Noon keeps working after the reply lands. An AI coordinator books the slot, a voice AI interviewer runs a structured first-round screen, and an AI note-taker pushes the notes back into your ATS. Question 5. What does Juicebox cost once the team grows? Juicebox publishes its prices, and I respect that. Free at $0. Starter at $99 per seat on annual. Growth at $179 or $199 month to month. Business is custom, and that tier is where ATS integration's live. Then there are the agents, the line item people forget. $199 per agent per month on top of the seat. One seat plus one always-on agent is $318 a month. And each agent covers one active role. 10 roles means 10 agents. So every new requisition turns into a purchase order. Do the team math. 5 gross seats monthly is $995. 10 agents adds another $19.90. That is close to $3,000 a month at list price before a single credit top-up. Noon prices the team rather than the meter. Unlimited seats, agents, roles, candidates, outreach, and email enrichment. The catch is that there is no public price, so get your quote in writing. But open 5 more roles, and that plan does not move. Question 6. Does it fit the stack you are already running? With Juicebox, ETS and CRM integrations sit up in the business tier. Below that you are exporting with credits, one direction only. Noon publishes more than 20 ATS integrations with two-way sync, so your ATS stays the single source of truth. Both of them publish SO Key 2, GDPR and Enterprise Single Sign-On. Ask for the current report either way. Question 7. Is an AI recruiter going to embarrass me in front of candidates? That is a fair worry, so use the controls. Approve messaging before it goes, cap the daily volume, and review the first batch on every role. Question 8. Does any of this replace my job? What gets automated is list building, profile reading, contact hunting, chasing follow-ups, and calendar Tetris. Nobody is nostalgic for that work. What is left is judging people, selling the role, and closing the hire. Both tools take work off your plate. They do not take the same amount. Now, what do independent reviewers say about Juicebox? The praise is consistent. The search works, results land in seconds, and it is strong on engineers. One reviewer scored it 4.7 out of 5. The warnings are just as consistent. Contact accuracy around 60%. Credit reveals that get costly at volume. Email first outreach. And data that can be stale by the time you dial. Support is self-serve unless you are enterprise. Phone numbers begin on growth. Sequencing is still maturing. It is a sourcing tool rather than a full funnel system. And one complaint about the index itself. 20 perfect matches, and every competitor searching that same database got the same 20. None of that makes it a bad product. It makes it a search product priced like a platform. So who should be buying which one? Juicebox fits if you are a single recruiter, you want to self-serve today without a sales call, and your roles are technical. There is a free tier, so you can test it. It stops fitting the moment the rec list grows faster than the budget. Here is the scorecard. Sources, one index against the open web. Screening, you against the agent. Outreach, you email first against every channel. Booking, you against the agent. An extra role, $199 against included. Credits, yes against none, works overnight. No against yes. 9 questions, and Noon takes 8 of them. Because almost nobody's real problem is search. It is the recruiting automation after the list, and that is the part Noon does. So here is the verdict, plainly. For a hiring team, Noon is the better choice. It does the middle of the job rather than just the front, and it does not charge you more for hiring more. If you are one person who wants a quicker search box, Juicebox is perfectly good. For a team carrying real rec load, it is not close. Same role, same Monday. A month later, one recruiter is still reading profiles. The other is making offers. So if you are ranking the best AI sourcing tools or the top 10 sourcing tools for small teams, back the one that shows up to work. Noon.ai.